Yes, I bought the letter writing course. And I hadn't even gone through it yet when I found out that Nevada, the state that I live in, does not allow this anymore, I believe, as of April. But I am so glad I never got started. So this was a blessing in disguise for me. And I will explain all the reasons why. If you're thinking about getting started with this letter writing side hustle, you'll want to listen to this video all the way to the end because this is going to help you decide whether this is something for you or not. And there's a lot of things that I've learned that you'll want to know about, believe me. First of all, what is this letter writing side hustle? You've seen people all over the internet saying that they're making $5 per letter, writing to these billion-dollar companies and mailing stacks of envelopes. So what it is you're writing these letters to online casinos asking for entries into their sweepstakes. And then these casinos give you free sweepstakes coins. And when you get these coins, you play their games to convert them into cash. You don't just get paid for writing letters. And it takes a long time to get these coins deposited into your accounts. Now, with a lot of training out there, there's a lot of people that are doing this. I mean, some people are writing 30 to 50 letters a day, and there's tens of thousands of people doing this. The training that I bought for, I believe it was $250, now that Facebook group is over 19,000 people writing letters. And that's just one group. So there's a lot of people doing this, and it's taking months to see these coins being dropped into your account, which means there's a lot of upfront money that you need to put in and time before you even get a chance to play these coins and hopefully get a return on the money that you put into the supplies. You can figure about $1 per envelope, meaning it's going to cost you about an average $1 to send each one, which would be for the cost of the pens, stamps, envelopes, and the index cards. And the training that I bought teaches you how to play the low volatility games, which they said you can expect about a 95% return to player, which means if you have $100 worth of these free sweepstakes coins, then you can expect to maybe get $95 back that you can cash out and put into your bank account. But I want you to keep in mind, you may be writing these letters for months and spending all this money on supplies, and then the state that you live in might pull out, like Nevada says that you can no longer do this in the state of Nevada. And then you would lose all that time and money that you put in, or you could move to a different state and then you couldn't do it there. There are currently, that I know of, 5 or 6 states that do not allow this, one of them being Nevada. So if you're thinking about buying a training, make sure that it's available in the state that you live in. Also, there was a time when people were getting their accounts deactivated. And you can imagine there was a lot of people panicking because of this. Because if you are putting all this time and money into it and then your account gets deactivated, you lose all of that. I know one of the rules is you cannot have 2 members of your family writing to the same casino. So there's really, at the time I was looking at the training, like 3 casinos, 3 online casinos that they recommend that you write these letters to. So you can't have like a husband and wife both writing letters for the same account. But the training that I had, they were trying to figure out what people were doing that were causing their accounts to get deactivated. So I'm not sure now, since I'm not in the Facebook group. Well, I'll explain that here in a little bit, why I'm not. But at that time, that was happening when I was in the Facebook group. So one of the main reasons why I was glad I did not get started is because of the time factor. I know people are saying it takes 1 to 2 hours a day, they're writing letters, but they don't tell you the time that it takes to actually play the games. And when I looked at these casinos, I thought to myself, I don't even know if I can figure out how to do this. I know it's not hard, but it just looked so confusing, and I thought it would take a lot of time. So that's one of the reasons why I'm super glad that I did not get started with this. And probably in the training they showed you how to play these games, but again, it just looked confusing to me. And for me personally, I just thought this is a lot of upfront money, a lot of time, and it just wasn't worth it for me. Also, imagine all the wear and tear on your hand writing all these letters. And I know about these things because I'm a physical therapist, and I just think over time, writing that many letters every day, 5 days a week, whatever you're going to do, it's just a lot on your hand to write these because they have to be handwritten. I mean, some people are writing 50 letters a day, 7 days a week. That's a lot of letters. That's a lot of writing, a lot of hours of writing. But some people are doing this and they absolutely love it. Like this person that I read in another creator's video in the comments, and I want to read that to you. So I've been doing this for a while, and I'm writing about 3 to 4 hours a day and profiting $3,000 per month. After cost of stamps, envelopes, cards, and playing through all the coins for them to send them to my bank account. Just so everyone knows, you do not have to participate in the MLM stuff. I'm not. And the good thing about the course is that it teaches you which slot games are the least volatile, as well as what size bets to do. If you follow the strategy, the average conversion rate is 80%. That means if you got 100 sweeps coins, after playing through them, you're left with $80. Realistically, I make about $40 per hour profit. One thing I want to say is that the $3,000 per month profit, he didn't say if that's taking out taxes, because it's a 25% tax rate with this kind of income. So I don't know if that's figured into there or not. Also, if people are telling you that you can quit your job with this, beware. This is not a job and it can go away at any time. As you can tell, you could have your account deactivated, or the state that you're in can decide they no longer want to participate in this. I do feel like if you want to do this, it is beneficial to get a course to teach you everything that you need to know, which is why I got the course. Like I said, the initial investment, I believe, was around $250. And then for the ongoing training, it's $25 a month, which I never did get on because I never got that far into the training. But here's the kicker with the training. If you decide to cancel the $25 a month, you lose access to the training that you bought for $200 and access to the Facebook group. And I just don't feel like that's right, that you should lose access to what you paid for, but that's what happened. I mean, I understand it's part of the compensation plan because people earn commissions on the $25 a month that referred you. So just be aware of that if you get the training that I did. A part of me still thinks this would be a good way to make money if you're somebody who can't get a second job, can't leave the house, you don't want to make videos, you don't want to talk to anybody. It could be a way for you to do this, but just keep in mind everything that I've been talking about in this video. And I suppose it's probably not that hard to learn how to play these games, but again, that's just something that you have to keep in mind, is that playing these games may take you a long time, like hours. And again, remember all the upfront money that you're going to need before you actually see these coins deposited into your accounts. So let's say you wanted to write 30 letters a day, 5 days a week. That's $150 a week or $600 a month. And at the time when I was getting into it, it was 3 to 4 months before you receive any of these sweepstakes coins in your account. And it may be even longer than that now, I'm not sure. So potentially, if you were doing 30 letters a day, 5 days a week, you could be spending $2,400 before any of that ever got into your account, so that you could play the games and hopefully get most of that back. And remember, when you see people's videos saying they're making X amount per month, that is not profit. Most of the time they're not saying that's minus the cost of their supplies and also whatever they're paying on taxes, 25%. Consider all of that before getting started. And I almost forgot to mention, if you have a problem with gambling, absolutely do not do this. People say this is not gambling, you're converting these coins to cash, but you have the option to purchase coins with your own money. So I just think if you have any problem with gambling, you should stay away from this side hustle. I had a friend ask me about it recently, and I saw he had posted on Facebook that he has a gambling addiction. So I advise not to do it. It's just too easy to spend your money and gamble when you're doing these games. I would love to hear your comments below about this letter writing side hustle. If you're doing it successfully, if you tried it, it didn't work for you very well. And if you think that I got any of this wrong, I'd love to hear your comments below, because I want to just educate people on this. But again, my thoughts are it just was not for me. I probably spent a total of $350 on the training. And like I said, I never got through it to start it. I think I had the training for like 3 months, but you know how family things come up or different things come up. I just didn't get through it. It was kind of ironic that then Nevada pulled out. So again, I feel like that was a blessing in disguise because it just was not for me. I hope this helps you if you were looking at this letter writing side hustle to see if it was for you or not, or figure out what it's all about. If you like this video, I'd appreciate you giving a thumbs up and sharing it so it can get out to other people who this can help. And if you like this kind of content, consider subscribing to the channel. And if you like this video, I think you'll really like this video coming up. Can you really make money writing to casinos? The real truth. And in this video, I go into more detail on questions you may have had like I did in this video, but I go into more detail because I created this video after I bought the course and after I really questioned my friend who referred me to this program about her results. And you really want to see that because it's like, okay, I'm making X amount, but really how much are you making every month and how much time is it taking you? So can you really make money writing letters to casinos? Go ahead and click here. It's getting started right now.